From NBC Studios in New York, it's Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Tonight, John Malkovich, Craig T. Nelson, spy expert H.T. Milton, and hints on how to pass your SAT test with Andy Richter and the Max Weinberg 7. Now, here's your host, Conan O'Brien.
Tonight we have an amazing show. Such texture, such quality, such fine colors. We're going to have a good time this evening, folks, and I'm in a good mood because I read something really quirky in the news today. You want to hear this? Yeah. Okay. No, it's not that good. But I'll forge ahead. Now, this is kind of weird, but true, ladies and gentlemen. An elementary school in Virginia doesn't want its students to watch Jerry Springer anymore because it's causing fights on the playground. That's a true story. Yeah, not only that, but now show and tell is nothing but skin. That's a problem. There's a lot of nudity. You see, we start with happy. Speaking of kids, yesterday, did you read this? Hillary Clinton visited a Maryland daycare center and read to children. Very sweet. Yeah, reportedly she read them the story of the 3 little pigs and the vast right-wing conspiracy. It's nice when it... I got some little celebrity gossip, supposed to be true. In a recent interview, Madonna said that she and her daughter sometimes go in a closet and play dress-up with her high heels and necklaces. That's what she said. Yeah, Madonna said it's a lot like when I was dating Dennis Rodman. It's the same. They played that game. And then last thing I'm going to mention, very strange, but a big world story. According to today's New York Times, Russia is considering legalizing prostitution. Yeah, and they thought the lines were long for shoes. And I was thinking about I'd wait a while anyway. All right, we got to talk about tonight's show. We have a very cool lineup, which is unusual for us, but it's as cool as it gets. From the upcoming film, The Man in the Iron Mask, I think one of the coolest actors on the planet, John Malkovich. He's here. We also have, of course, you all know him from television, but he's going to be in a new Broadway show, a new production of Ah Wilderness. Craig T. Nelson is on the program. Yes, Coach. There's a guy right here, I say, Craig T. Nelson. The guy goes, Coach! That's got to make his life a living hell, don't you think? Takes his wife to a romantic restaurant, and the maitre d' is like, Coach! Oh, well, that's his problem, not mine. I get that guy! Which is worse when you think about it. And then finally, yeah, sure, you laugh at that. Finally, we have a very cool guy. He's the author of the Ultimate Spy book, and he always brings this really cool Cold War spy stuff that's real and could get someone killed. H. Keith Melton is on the program. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man who broke a drumstick just before I launched into the monologue. That takes class and brute strength, Max Weinberg and his Max Weinberg show.
No,
he was doing the big wind-up. He always goes into this frenetic wind-up just before I launch into what we call the jokes.
Right.
And he's thrashing around, and suddenly his stick just disintegrates.
Wow.
And chunks of wood go flying every which way. That's dramatic. You and I don't have any way to be that dramatic. He beats a drum for a living.
Right.
What are we going to do? What's going to happen, you know? If you, like, really work up a sweat tonight, what's going to happen?
The chair will get wet.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. Which I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
So look for that.
Well, it's always fun after that happens to look for splinters in the band members' faces.
Yeah, right. Picking it out of there.
Yeah.
Do you try and break a stick, Max? There's a rumor that you saw the sticks halfway through before the show.
Well, actually, I got to get the kids to bake better sticks. You know,
Right. Can you keep playing when you do that? I mean,
Yes.
I think that's the coolest thing in a rock concert when I see Keith Moon on film because I was too young to
Use
see him.
various
But
appendages.
when he'd be going like that and sticks would fly away and he'd grab other sticks, you know, and you'd not miss a beat. I think that's the coolest thing.
Right.
Drummers are inherently cool.
All right. All right. When the guy hits sticks against stuff, sometimes they break. I mean, you know, sorry.
I wanted to be a drummer when I was in high school.
Oh,
you know?
all right, okay.
Okay?
All right.
So he's living out my adolescent fantasy.
I think you ought to just break one of those pencils right now and get it out of your system.
I don't feel like it now.
I just hope you've got your truss on.
I always have my truss on.